Hey Taurus, and welcome to your spiritual messages for the middle of September. And of course, any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. And if for some reason, if this reading does not resonate, please don't forget to check your other placements, because according to the astrology in the sky, you could be resonating with another placement than just your sun sign. So be sure to check your moon, rising, Venus, or Mars if that's the case. All right. So Taurus, today I'm going to be pulling your energy and your energy only. This is going to be a very simple reading. I'm just going to pull one oracle card and then get some tarot for a deeper insight, and I have an extra tarot deck for clarification. All right, I'm going to do the same spread as I always do, but with a little bit of a twist, pulling an oracle card as your center instead. All right, but before we get into that, I'd like to quickly mention that if you ever feel guided to get a reading from me, go ahead and check out all my information in my description box below. I offer $25 30-minute readings, whether that's a love reading or a personal reading, or you can get both for a combined price of $50, and the reading is an hour long, so you definitely get your money's worth. All right, so other than that, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm using this oracle. This is the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. I got it when I went to San Diego for my birthday this year, so it really caught my attention. I haven't used it since I first got it, so we'll go ahead and see what comes up this time around. I feel like I'm more invested into it energetically, if that makes sense. So let's see what your card is today, Taurus, for your center. And I will be reading from the guidebook just to make sure that you get the message from the card. All right, so what is Taurus's center right now? All right, we have Remembrance. This is number 38. It says, the frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. So I feel like this is saying, remember everything you go through. Remember all your lessons, because they all have a purpose. Nothing has happened for nothing, right? Like everything happens for a reason. There's no such thing as coincidences. So definitely keep in mind that what's happening during this time, there's this energy of having to remember what happens now. Maybe for the future, it'll be useful to you in the future. At the bottom of the deck, we have number 44. This says universal love. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole existence of itself. To the whole of existence self. Beautiful. Wow, so I feel like you're coming to an understanding of being a part of something bigger, right? Not just yourself, but something bigger. And I feel like maybe that's some lesson that you're learning during this time, in terms of having to remember it, having to grasp it. I feel like the message is saying that, you know, we're all part of the same universe, so let's treat each other as such. But let's go ahead and see what this remembrance message for you is. So number 38 could be a significance. That could be your age, or a favorite number. 44 as well. Maybe that's an angel number you see constantly. Okay, let's see, where are we? So it says, it is becoming more common for us to have access to memories of lives lived, experiences gone through, roads traveled, and journeys taken. Our memories are rapidly expanding beyond our current lifetime alone. Now that we are vibrating at a higher frequency, we are able to access deeper the parts of the grids, referred to as the Akasha, that hold our collective and personal memories of all lifetimes lived. The Akasha of the human being holds everything that the human being has experienced on this earth plane. However, this remembrance is not a linear function of the brain. Instead, it is an elusive and multidimensional aspect of the new human being, a human being that harmonizes the synaptical brain with the wisdom and intuitive thought of the heart and soul. There is an unmistakable sense of ancient cultures and times in the remembrance image, perhaps Native American or Mayan, and we can see the reference to future civilizations and off-planet connections as well. This is an indication that time is no longer a linear absolute, but a vertical moment-to-moment experience that includes input from many different times, layers, and dimensions. The blues in this activation refer to the clear communication that comes to us through our dreams, our intuitive thoughts, and our memories. The indigo and violet indicate the higher source behind the communication that comes when our third eye chakra and crown chakra are open and flowing. Beautiful. It says, take a moment to go inside and contemplate the idea that you have been around for a very long time and always will be. Are you aware of all the times and places you have been before? Do you have a notion of where you are going? Look intensely at the remembrance image and allow your Akasha to activate the memories of your soul's journey. Wow, so I feel like this is a very reflective period for you right now. I feel like you're going back to all the things that you've learned, like I said, to take that knowledge with you into the future. All right, so let's go ahead and see what is crossing this energy, what is crowning this, what is rooting this, your recent past, and what you need to know. Let's see, I think I'm going to go with this one this time. So I haven't used this deck in a while, but this is Tarot in Space. You can find it in Etsy if you feel drawn to it. This is the deck that started it for me all. This was how I learned tarot, is this deck. Okay, so what is crossing this Remembrance card for Taurus? The Knight of Pentacles. Right, so Lieutenant of Planets. Crowning this, the Nine of Lasers. This is the Nine of Swords. What is rooting this? The Ace of Rockets. This is the Ace of Wands. Recent past. The World. Yeah, exactly. What does Taurus need to know? Death. Scorpio energy. And I believe this is fixed signs, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. At the bottom deck we have the Fool. This is Aries energy. So yeah, I feel like you're starting all over here. Maybe you don't see that just yet. Maybe you're still kind of caught up in the past a little bit, and there's this need to just keep moving forward. Yes, you can honor your feelings and stay there with what it is that you've been learning during this time, but there is this need to just go ahead and go for it. Just take the plunge, take that leap of faith, because you're going where you need to go. And I feel like you could already have taken that leap of faith, or you don't see that this is a leap of faith to be taken with it being in the background energy. I feel like maybe you're still a little bit worried, a little bit stressed out about this new beginning of yours. But there is this need to let go with that Death card. I mean, we're coming full circle here. You have the World as your past and the Fool as something that's in the background energy. So I feel like you've closed these chapters of whatever it is. We'll go ahead and clarify it as we go. But right now I feel like there is this need to let go and move on and not be stressed out about what may or may not work out, because it's always going to work out. Right? Especially when you have universal love as a card here as well. All right, so let's see, how do I want to do this? Let's get a deeper insight of this remembrance. I want to clarify what that is in terms of tarot, at least. Let's see, what is this remembrance for Taurus? Whoa, we have a lot coming out. Okay, we have the Three of Wands and the Four of Wands with the Death card. Wow. I mean, here it is, right? Here's this need to let go, move on, move forward. You're looking into the future, just as I was saying. Right? And there's this energy of knowing that you will experience this success and this achievement. You will have it. I feel like you've been waiting for it, and you've had to be strong up until this moment. And it's been difficult. It has not been easy. It's been very challenging. But it's time to let go. It's time to move on. It's time to release any expectation, any sort of beliefs that you feel that you've been hanging on to too much. like I said, everything has led you up to this moment. Nothing has happened for nothing. It's all been for a reason. And you will have this success that you've been thinking about. It's just, it is taking time. It is taking a long time. But I feel like there's some cycles that you need to close out here. There's something you still have to let go of in order for this success to come in. But you're waiting for it, and you have been waiting for it for some time. Okay, because I want to see a little bit more about what the book was saying. Yeah, it's everything that you've experienced. Contemplate the idea that you've been around for a very long time and always will be. Are you aware of all the times and places you have been before? Do you have a notion of where you are going? That Three of Wands is you asking yourself, where am I going next? Where am I going to find the success that I'm looking for? What do I need to let go in order to make room for that? Well, I feel like that's what you're asking yourself during this time. Okay, because what's crossing this is the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, things are taking their sweet time. Every time I see the Knight of Pentacles, I just want to say, like, things are taking their sweet ass time. Because they are. And that's what's difficult. You've had patience, and there's this need to still have patience. But I feel like take this moment to just kind of enjoy the pause. Don't try to move so quickly. And I know you're Taurus, you don't move quickly. But I feel like there's this energy to just enjoy the ride. Right? There's more to gain during the journey. So it's okay if things are moving slowly. It doesn't mean they're not moving. Ten of Cups. Yeah, it's a crossing energy. I don't know if you guys saw how that fell. With the Ace of Swords. Yeah, you're looking for your truth. You want the clarity to come forth here. You want your happiness. You want your satisfaction, your emotional fulfillment. You want it all. With that Four of Wands and this Ten of Cups, it's like you want a happy home life, and you're asking yourself, what do I need to let go of in order to get that? What do I need to sacrifice in order to get that? Because you want it now. You just want to be happy. I feel like you just want to let go of these worries, these troubles, this stress, especially for my older audience. I feel like you're wondering, does it ever get better? Is it always going to be like this? Am I ever going to find my person or my happy ending? And you will. With this universal love, you will. It's all around you. Always has been. And I feel like you just want the truth. With that Ace of Swords over here, you just want the truth to come out. For things to not be so cloudy anymore. For things to not be so blurry. You just want to see it for what it is. You know, you want to know why these things have happened. Why have challenges happened? Why are things taking forever? Why? Because what's crowning you is the Nine of Lasers, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're stressed out. Some of you may be a bit depressed, overthinking. Again, not really seeing the truth. The truth is clouded by your judgment right now, by your fears, your anxieties. But I feel like, again, you just want to release this. You don't want to hold on to this pain anymore. Yeah, Four of Swords. You're trying to heal from this. You're taking that time for yourself to do the work. Meditate, spend time alone, recover. I feel like you're really tired right now. I feel like your brain is really tired. You could be mentally exhausted right now because you're trying to get to the bottom of things, but it's like you never do. It's always a maze in your head, right? And that's why there's this need to let go. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. So yeah, it's like not seeing the truth. I feel like your intuition is blocked right now because you're so focused on what you don't have. You're not allowing yourself to see the things that you do have. And there's always something to be grateful about. There's always something to be happy about. But I feel like because you've been in this stressed out energy for some time, or you're not really seeing the good in your life right now, that it's causing this cloudy judgment. But you're working on that. With this Four of Swords over here, I feel like you're trying to chill out. Literally, you could be listening to music, you could have picked up meditation, or if you've always meditated, you've been just trying to be really consistent with that, hoping that that is where you're going to find the answers you're seeking. What's rooting this is the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Rockets. Things are going to start to pick up, Taurus. Believe it or not, things are finally going to take action. They're going to move faster than right now. Things have been moving very slowly, but I feel like there's going to be this energy in you that is going to spark. Maybe you're finally going to have this sort of drive to go after your passions, your desires. There's going to be this spark within you that's going to make you literally get your butt off. Get you off your butt. It's kind of what I feel there. And I feel like it's because you've taken so much time off. You've taken a lot of time to rest, reflect. And it's time. It's time to move forward. Beautiful. Ace of Pentacles. 2 new beginnings here. We have the Fool as well. So a lot of new beginnings, a lot of closing out cycles. 2 of Pentacles at the background. So yeah, I feel like you were balancing 2 things here. I feel like a part of you was thinking, should I go for it? Should I not go for it? Am I going to be successful in this? You know, I feel like maybe, just as an example, this may resonate for someone. But I feel like if you've been really sad that a certain romantic connection hasn't worked out, or you just kind of feel bored with your life because there's no zest right now, I feel like that's quickly going to change. And I think that's only because you're going to change that, right? Instead of being sad about the things that you no longer, not that you no longer, but instead of being sad about the things that you don't have, you're going to change your mindset and focus more on the things that you do have and have control over. And that's going to bring this success here, this drive, this wake-up call even. But there, with that 2 of Pentacles, you were tossing the idea around, but now you're just going for it. Kind of want to go deeper and see what this is. It's going to bring you abundance, that's for sure, with that Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. This is the doubt. Oh, here we go. 4 of Cups. This is how I felt this energy, that there's something you're not seeing. You're ignoring the divine offer you're being given. It's like you're not really enjoying what you have in the moment, and because you're so caught up in what you don't have, you're failing to realize what you do have, and that's causing you to have this perception of the 5 of Pentacles where you feel like you don't have anything. You have this lack mindset, but again, that's just the perception. That's not the truth. And once this changes, which I do see that happening very strongly, you're going to start to take action and go towards the things that you want in life, and this is going to bring you a lot of abundance. All right, because your recent past is the World. So you're coming full circle here. This is what you're letting go of. These are the chapters that you're closing. You're closing out any chapters that you feel have been self-sabotaging you. Okay, and I feel like for you, it's been this 4 of Cups, of you ignoring what's been there all along. Six of Wands. Yeah, you recognized it. You recognized what you needed to close. 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck over here. This is, again, you were crying over those 3 cups, right? Being upset over what you didn't have, failing to realize that this was always here. But you recognize that, you saw that. You saw that you can bring success to your life. You don't need anyone else for that. You can find it in yourself, right? Because once you start to feel that within yourself, it's going to attract various energies around you, whether that's love and romance, friendships, stronger relationships of all kinds, even business, abundance in various forms, money, you name it. That starts from you first. So once we fix what's going on within us, it changes our outer world. And I feel like that's the lesson you've been learning. That's what you've been reflecting on. This is amazing, Taurus. What you need to know is the Death card. It's time to let the old you die and let the new you be born. And it's okay. Don't be scared. This is meant to happen. This is where your true, authentic self lies. This is where your success lies. It's always been there. There's just this energy to go through this cycle and release it. Right? That's how we have that remembrance card. Let's read that message one more time. The frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul and body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. Exactly. I feel like everything that you've gone through up until this moment, like I've been saying, is for you to have that information and those tools so you can continue moving forward. This cycle was your biggest lesson yet. Beautiful. The Queen of Pentacles. This is what you're going to become if you haven't already. You've always been this. I mean, you're Taurus. But it's going to feel more certain. You're not going to doubt it anymore. Because this Five of Pentacles over here, that was you doubting yourself. You're not doubting yourself anymore here. And then here we have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, here's that sort of inconsistency, but I feel like also this is going to be that passion that's going to make you wake up. I know the Knight of Wands in love readings tends to be a hot mess, but here I feel like this Knight of Wands is going to make you go after your passions and your desires. That's going to bring you the abundance. There's something that you're going to want so badly that it's going to bring you abundance. There's going to be this sort of passion in you that is awakened, this spark, and you're going to be an unstoppable force once that awakens in you. So that's very, very amazing, Taurus. So I normally finish it off with another card, but since I pulled the Oracle card in the beginning, I'm going to leave it here. But I hope this resonated for somebody out there. I hope it brought you the clarity and insight. And if it did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell button so you always receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, Taurus, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye.